Plaintiff Jody Madison says she and the defendant used to be friends, but she claims he has violent tendencies and is a menace to society. Jody claims a few months ago the defendant even assaulted his own girlfriend, and she's suing him today because he jumped on the hood of her car and damaged it. Defendant Tyler Linke admits that 2 years ago he had a physical altercation with his girlfriend while drunk, but says they've gotten past that. Tyler also admits that he was at Jody's house on the day of the incident, but insists he did not damage her car. He's countersuing for harassment.
Let's start with you, ma'am.
Okay, Tyler Linke and me used to be friends. We're not friends no more.
Where do you all know each other from?
Well, I know his whole family.
Okay.
And,
So you were friends with the family, not just him?
yeah.
All right.
And,
Why aren't you all friends anymore? What happened?
Tyler broke my headlight on my car.
Okay. Before that, you all were still friends?
Yeah.
All right. You and the family were still friends prior to this incident?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead. You all knew each other, and how long? How many years?
Probably about 3.
Okay, 3 years you've known each other. What has that been like, the 3 years prior to the taillight incident?
He's got a violent issue. He's got a violent temper, and he's a menace to society.
Okay. And
I mean,
do you typically befriend those type of people?
yes.
You do. And do you know there's a saying? Birds of a feather flock together.
Oh, okay.
And if you typically befriend, as you say, menaces to society and violent people, that doesn't say a whole lot about you.
Right.
And what happened to your friendship? Only this caused a problem with the friendship? All right. You give me some background on yourself.
Well, I want to start off by saying she is a liar for that.
About you being a menace?
Yes, Your Honor.
Been convicted of crimes or
No, I
many
have
crimes?
not. No, I haven't. Not even a single one.
Ma'am, why do you refer to him as a menace?
Because he's always fighting, Your Honor.
Okay.
He's always beating up people. I didn't see, but his girlfriend came to me and she showed me her face because he punched her in her face. And she said that he broke her jaw. And she left him in the cities, and she came back up here, or where I live. Mm-hmm. And she said that he beat her up.
How long ago was that?
That was like months ago.
Okay,
months ago,
but
yeah.
within a year.
Yeah.
Right? All right. And sir, you want to speak to that?
Actually, me and her are still together, so I don't know how much of hurtful towards her I am. Mm-hmm. We've been together for 4 years now. And it was probably more around 2-3 years ago when I did that. I'm not lying that I didn't do it. I did, you know. You start drinking, stuff happens, you know, and I apologize for that.
Okay.
And
Any other instances of violence that she may tell me about within the last couple of years that indicates that you're a violent person?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, let me allow her to tell me what you did, and then you can respond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Or allege what you did, ma'am.
First of all, me and his girlfriend and I were together. We were riding around, you know, whatever. And I came home. She dropped me off and came home. She came back and started banging on my door, saying that she wants her money. Well, I didn't take no money.
She was alleging you did?
Yeah. And then I didn't take no money.
Did you tell her that?
Yep, but I didn't open the door because she kept banging on my door. And then she brought Tyler back to my house.
Okay.
Tyler didn't know nothing what was going on, actually, because he wasn't even around us.
When you took it?
No. I
just messing with
I did not take it, Your Honor.
I'm just messing with you. I have a little fun with you here, man. So go ahead.
I did not take it.
All right.
And then she brought him to my house, and he broke my screen door, but I ain't suing for my screen door. He yanked it open, and then he banged on the door, and I told her, you know, I just yelled through the window that I'm not coming out and I'm not giving up nothing because I didn't take nothing. So it's like,
I'm not coming out.
Go ahead, man. All right, so they were banging on the door. I'm not coming out. You barricaded yourself in, then what?
he's got a violent issue. He's got a violent temper, and he's a menace to society. I mean,
do you typically befriend those type of people?
yes.
You do.
Plaintiff Jody Madison was friends with the defendant, and she claims she was forced to file a restraining order against him after he jumped on her car.
Go ahead. So what was the reaction after they continued to bang on your door? You sound like you're suggesting that he went on to damage your car.
Yes.
If so, describe
jumped
what
on
you
my car.
understand to have happened.
Okay, they were banging, and I have a side window, you know, where I can see my door. So I seen both of them, Precious and Tyler. And then he broke my headlight, and he put a dent in the hood. But
You saw him do that?
yes,
Okay, and what did you do immediately thereafter?
I didn't come outside.
I know you were barricaded, so that's no question about that. That's very clear. I'm convinced of that. But I'm saying, did you see him and then call the police immediately, or what did you do? Did you immediately call the police and say,
No.
there's somebody out here destroying my car, and I know who it
didn't.
is. I see him.
I didn't see.
Tyler's destroying my car, the violent menace to society. I'm watching him. What did you do?
After they left, I went out, and I didn't see the damage right away. But
You didn't?
no,
Okay.
I didn't notice the headlight till the next day. And then I called the police and got a police report and
Okay,
estimates.
good. The next day. Let's see it.
The headlight or
The report. All right, police report. All right. RP said yesterday evening 2 males came knocking on her door saying she owed them money. RP refused to open her door. RP said that one of the males then jumped on the hood of the car, which was parked off the alley, causing a scuff on the hood, and left headlight to break. RP said she didn't go outside and notice the damage until the next day. Sir, how do you respond to this?
I didn't
You were there.
to her car.
You
come
did.
back.
Yeah, I
Banging on
was
her
there.
door,
I
tell
ain't gonna
me.
deny I was there. I was there knocking on her door
Why?
because she was the only one that was with my fiance at the time that the money came up missing. So who else would it be? And I got some statements from other people who've seen the damage before in February.
Okay, before the
before
date that
that even
she's
happened.
alleging you're doing it.
Before that even
What
happened.
damage?
Exactly.
All right, let's see that. That's an important fact. And this is, I swear
What's
that
that?
the damage she is saying my son Tyler did. Okay, this is your mom saying
Yes.
this. The car is
She came
false.
going through the drive-through at McDonald's February, and the damage was there, Your Honor.
No, it wasn't. Thank you very much.
Then we have another letter. She shows
Her
me
mom-
in
his mom
Tyler's
wasn't even
picture, her
around.
first book. She shows up at Tyler's work, telling his boss this is probably part of your harassment claim.
Yep.
So we're going to hold that.
I have a harassment
She's doing
order, too.
anything in her power to try and make us violate the order of protection. Ma'am, you got an order of protection against whom?
Tyler and Precious.
But still,
But
Who
this
else?
is
Who was the
Tyler's.
other person, ma'am?
His girlfriend.
Okay. What about the mom I'm reading about? Isn't this who this
She
first
wasn't
letter
even
came
nowhere
from?
near us.
Brenda?
Yep.
That's your
Yeah.
mom?
yep.
And she wasn't even around when he broke my headlight.
But my mom have seen the damage.
Yeah,
My
that's what
headlight
she's
wasn't
saying.
even
Even happening?
damaged.
So about 4 other people have seen it too. So I mean,
Prior to
this
June
even happening,
2nd date
before
that
I
she
even got
claimed to have
accused
some-
for
And the police
breaking a
never spoke
headlight.
with you about it?
Yeah.
It
They
happened
have?
in April.
Quiet,
20
ma'am.
Oh.
The police did speak with you about
Yeah,
it?
they speak to me, but they said that there wasn't enough evidence to charge me.
And you have to prove by a preponderance of evidence, and that is, it is more likely than not that he committed these acts against your car,
I
on
have
your
witness
car.
statements.
All right,
And I
good.
have a,
Jody, you have a witness.
I have a witness too.
All right. You better- It's always
I
better
was
than
getting to that.
it's always better than a statement. let me hear from the witness. Stand next to her and
I'm
state
John
your name.
Cameron.
Yes, sir. What did you see?
Okay, on the night that it happened, I observed, I was at Jody's.
yes.
I was in the house when it happened. Precious came to the door, pounding on the door, stating that she stole $40, and Jody said, no, I didn't, and she said, go away or I'm gonna call the police. Precious said, well, I'm gonna go get my man, and she went and got Tyler. Tyler and Precious came to the door, forced open the screen door, broke the handle on the screen door, yelling and screaming, went out where all the neighbors saw him or heard him, went out. I observed him out of the living room curtain that he jumped on her car. He kicked the headlight, he jumped on her car, then they got in their car and they left. It was dark out. Jody didn't see the damage that they had done until the next morning when it was daylight. But I observed him jumping on the car myself. So I saw it. I mean, it happened.
All right, we have 2 direct witnesses here today, sir, and then I have a letter from a third person. Then I have letter on your behalf from your mom that says she saw damage to the car before, but she doesn't describe the specific
you.
damage
'Cause she
that
don't know.
she saw in the
Oh.
past. Secondly, I have something from you that talks about her coming to your job, and I assume that's your counterclaim. Did you immediately call the police and say,
No.
there's somebody out here destroying my car, and I know who
I
it
didn't.
is, I see him.
I didn't see.
Tyler's destroying my car, the violent menace to society. I'm watching him.
Plaintiff Jody Madison was friends with the defendant, and she claims she was forced to file a restraining order against him after he jumped on her car.
Tell me what she's done to you for $1,000.
She's come down to my work when I worked at the auction place. She's come down there and tried to garnish wages out of my check before this even happened.
No, I didn't.
Before it happened.
Before she even tried to, what do you want to say? She came down there
I
when she
didn't.
put the OFP on me, and
The
this was already
restraining
going
order?
on. This was going on, and she came down there, was talking to my boss about garnishing wages out of my check, saying I owed her money and I owed her this and I owed her that.
Ma'am, did you go up to his job?
Yes, Your Honor, I did go to his job. I went to pay his boss, which is my friend, some money. I owed him some money. And no, I didn't. I came there to pay him some money.
Did you discuss this with his boss?
No, I just told him that I was suing Tyler
Why?
because he broke my headlight.
I know. Why did you share that with his boss? You didn't think that that would damage his reputation at work?
No,
Okay, well, I think it would, and I think the reasonable person would assume that if you tell a person's boss that they did something to you, it would damage that person's reputation. You should not go to anyone's job to collect the debt or to make any allegation of anything that they've done. You shouldn't have done that, ma'am. I don't care if he's a friend or not. That's even worse because he's more likely to believe you. And so that's more likely that it will cause damage to him because it's the boss's friend who is saying that. And I think you heard him, and that was a form of harassment. I am going to grant him $500 for that. With regard to your claim, I am going to grant you $1,650. I believe he caused these damages based on the evidence and the testimony I've heard. All right, good luck to you both.
thank you.
Thank you. You know, she's tried this in the past. She's stolen multiple things from my family, sold it for drugs. I've heard it through tons of people. She's not fooling anyone with her lies. I'm just glad it's over and I can move on with my life.
Tyler, you need to get your life together.